Let's go live. How do you feel about going live? It seems like a good thing to do.
I have to stay live, so I have to get live.
That's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. Staying live so you don't have to get live. Hey everybody, welcome to Friday. Thank goodness it's Friday, I guess.
TGIF, I hear they say.
Mm-hmm. Some people say that. Hey David and Christine and Becky.
Yeah.
Hi, hello, hola, an ink guy. What's up? Not just first, but forced. It's even better. Is that better? Is that a...
May the force be with you.
May the force to be with you.
So funny. Clifford and Evan and Gabriel and Carol.
Smash that like button? Yeah, smash
That's an early smash right there.
Yeah, like my fingers are like drying out and
I don't have
know
you
what I
have
got
lots of lotion sitting here, so
I know. I don't like putting lotion on my hands, especially not when I handle pens.
What about if you put the lotion in the basket?
I hear that's what it does. It doesn't want to get the hose again. I never saw that movie.
Yeah, neither did I. I just remember what was his name? Craig Ferguson. I couldn't think of his first name. Like
yeah, just Craig Ferguson. That's the one.
That's the one I remember of. Put the lotion in the basket.
Yeah. Yeah, directions in the clear, like button smashed. I think that's clear. That's pretty good. Well
we
done.
have two of you. I see I'm still looking in the wrong spot.
That's close enough.
What is on the shirt, Mike?
Oh, this is just like a compass rose. Audrey's parents got me this shirt, and it's like...
They did?
Yeah, your parents got me this shirt like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I think they got it at Sam's or something like that. It's like one of the most comfortable shirts that I own. It's so comfortable. I think it fits well. It's just, I don't know. It's a good shirt, but I like it. It's just a regular old compass rose. Nothing...
I'm wearing a Cambodian shirt that has Suksabai, which means basically, hi, how are you? In Khmer, which is the national language of Cambodia.
Nice. It says Resource Development International.
That's
RDI.
RDI.
Yeah.
That's the water quality people that we worked with in Cambodia.
Yep, Jeff Peterson, the robot.
Yeah, Jeff. And he spelled it correctly. I'm impressed.
Hey, from Toronto, True Character. What up, Claire? Hey, mod in the house. Got a paper cut yesterday on your finger. It's driving you crazy? I've got I don't know what I got on my finger, but the skin didn't like it. I don't know. It's very dry. I don't know. It's like a comfortable material. It is. It's great. I like that.
Toby Mulder says it's first time live.
First time
Yay!
live? Toby always comments on these. And yeah, it just never makes it to the actual thing. Which is, a lot of people watch it afterwards.
I hear it would be called first time, long time. Is
they
that
should
right?
probably say first time, long time. Yeah. I mean, you should go ahead and redact that one that said first time and just say first time, long time.
Yeah. Use
the Icarus gifts a lot. Yeah, you gotta play close to that sun, man. Has the urushi reaction calmed down? I don't know. How's your lips?
You can't really tell, but they are red and they hurt.
They look a little bit red on screen, but
it's hard to tell. I did not get lip injections. They hurt. And we can talk about the reaction a little bit, and there's a little bit of a story that goes with that.
Yeah.
And I've had a super bad headache today. We were productive today. But,
yeah, we've done a lot of stuff, but yeah, you haven't been feeling super well.
Yeah, I haven't been feeling great today. So if I'm a little low E, it's just I'm not feeling great. I had a really bad headache earlier. So I'm still, and I worked on nibs and headache and nibs and
looking in microscopes and hearing grinding sounds. And...
And I was like, I'm dizzy. I'm like, you should stop. I'm going to finish a couple more. And you're like, okay.
You said, I have 5 more of these I want to finish.
I said 2, and I was working on 1. So that's an overreaction.
I don't know, man. What did I do with my phone? Oh, here it is.
When are we reviewing foreign snacks again? You said it's been charged, right?
Yeah. Well, we did it last week, right? Was that last week? Yeah, we just did one last week from Colombia.
But we were a week off, so, it won't be too long.
Yeah, well, it'll probably be a few weeks anyway.
And apparently it's going to be Russia, which is super exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's going to be bad. Who knows?
Becky says your nails look great.
Thank you. I'm super loving this nail polish. I'm not going to tell you what it is, because unfortunately... You can't get it anymore, so that's why...
You can tell them a company and they'd be like, they make cool stuff like that.
It's polished for days. Yeah. So I'm really enjoying my nails. Thank
David's
you.
curious if Beppa sent you her nail pics.
If who?
Beppa. His significant other.
Nope. I've not seen nail pics. No.
She used your polish for a wedding con.
Oh, really? That sounds like fun.
Make sure the snacks aren't bugged or have tracking devices. Well, if they do, I'm going to eat them.
Oof, I hope they're delicious.
Delicious tracking devices.
They're going to see all through you.
Mm-hmm. They're going to regret tracking that. So,
M to A.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that meant.
Yeah. Make sure oh, yeah. Okay. So, I'm going to try to keep it like a relatively short stream today because Audrey's not feeling super well. And she always lets me go like half an hour longer. So
I let him, yeah.
Well, yeah. It's
his stomach that's been growling already.
That's why I'm just chowing down on Good and Gather dry roasted peanuts because I haven't eaten anything today, and I'm red because I like hit the elliptical for about half an hour, and then I took a shower, and I was rushing to put this video stuff together. So, yeah, I'm starving, and my stomach is making noises. Does the cat like them? The cat doesn't, I don't think, care about peanuts. Scraggles is down here being very hopeful.
She would probably try them. Yeah, Scraggles likes peanuts, though. Oh, yeah. She doesn't really love peanut butter, which is really strange for a dog, but...
I agree. Yeah. She's a strange dog. So, I have one thing before we get to stuff that I actually have on hand.
Oh, yeah, and the Colorado Pen Show is online virtual. That's another thing to mention. Thank you, Eric.
That's right. Yeah, the Colorado Pen Show tomorrow. It's, 10 Mountain Time?
Ooh, I don't know about the time. But there are 4 ballrooms, they said. I just saw that. I think Becky posted that just a little while ago.
Yeah, so they're doing a virtual pen show on WebEx. So it's going to have breakout rooms, basically. 10 a.m. to
8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, then.
No, it goes the other direction. Be 12.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Noon.
Yes. Gosh, I'm.
Yeah, you have a headache. So tomorrow it's open to the public. I like the fee structure. I think that's solid.
Yeah.
What happens if I?
I'm gonna go ahead and do the weekend pass. Yeah. I'm not sure why.
It's a good idea. Yeah. $5 each day. Oh, that's an old. That's an old link, is what that was. But I mean, people think like pen shows don't cost much of anything. I mean, $5 a day or a weekend pass for $25.
I mean, that show in particular is less. I mean, there are particular shows that
some of them are expensive.
$60 for the weekend, things like that.
Yeah, so 10 to 2, ballroom for show information. Ryan Krusak is going to be on there. Ken Rowe, Carrie Yeager, good old Carrie. David Ferguson, talking about vintage pens. Tom is going to be doing WebEx. We'll see how that goes.
You gotta do he is the Pelican lover, and since you'll get your Pelican fix for when you can't, we couldn't go in September.
Bone Crusher is going to be there. Yeah. Griefos, those are really interesting pens. You should check those out. That's right. Sarah Rice and Chicago Pen Company. Oh, I remember Chicago Pen Company. They came to the Baltimore Pen Show, I want to say. They were actually right next to y'all on one of the days at Baltimore. No, Philly. It was Philly they were at. They were like, I don't know, 2 tables around. It was the other side of the whole thing from you, because you were on the extreme edge. But just a guy who makes pens. Call himself the Colorado Pen Company.
Oh, like on that side? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, yeah.
That's all the virtual show is free. Yeah, so I clicked on the what the weekend pass was, because it's still a hyperlink. Yeah. It's fine. No, it's free. You can totally go. Everybody should go. For sure. Dining on Korean cup of noodles over here, so you're still hungry, pass you some peanuts. I don't really do cup of noodles. I've never had one that was really good.
I don't, not the cup of noodles. Like the ramen packets, the 10 cents, those are fine.
I had one of those like 2 days ago. Yeah. I love some ramen. But the cup, Kimberly, if you have a good cup noodle, shoot me a DM sometime, because I want to have a good cup noodle. Cute stickers of Chicago Pen Guys. Okay. Nice. Why hesitation with Bone Crusher? He posted some stuff on Instagram that I wasn't a huge fan of.
Personal viewpoints on some things.
In the UK, there's nothing on. Everything canceled at least until the end of the year. Well, there's nothing face-to-face here. But this is online. It's on WebEx, so you can just sign in. It should be pretty cool. Yeah. Seems neat. I think also in like a month or so in San Antonio, Drongools is going to do...
That's right, yeah.
Like, it's kind of more than a pop-up shop and less than a pen show. Like, they're calling it a pen show, but...
That's what it sounded like.
I think it's kind of a pop-up. So they'll have a couple of, tables and that sort of thing. Sort of like in Dallas, which I hear was pretty successful.
Get those spicy cream ones. Yeah, we saw it in Good Mythical Morning. There were some of those that did look good. We need to get them from Amazon or someplace.
Gotta add some fried eggs. Okay, I'm listening. Uh-huh.
It's definitely pizza night.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Tasty and super convenient. I always have hot water available. Send me a photo. Nice. Any good backpacks you bought recently? Well, you got the Air Sling 2 after my recommendation. Nice. How do you like the Air? I haven't got anything from Air yet, and I'm always tempted by them. Yeah, so I've got a backpack coming tomorrow. Funny you should ask that.
Oh, is it tomorrow?
Yeah, it should be. I mean, we'll see how it goes. The last time it was checked was in Bozeman, Montana, so who knows?
Oh, that's right. You said that. Yeah.
But it's supposed to be here tomorrow. I've got an Evergoods CPL 24 version 2 coming.
That just rolls off the tongue.
It really does.
Good naming system.
It's the Civic Panel Loader, is what that stands for.
Also, it's just a great name.
Look, I'll go and Google it right quick.
The crazy hot Korean ones, I love them. They're insanely hot. Is this like a real insanely hot, or like a people who don't really like hot spot stuff will think it's spicy? Because we've had people say, "Oh, this is sort of spicy," and literally we cannot taste any spice. But we also grew up in places that are families that
do
like
spice.
High spicy things.
So this is the CPL 24 version 2 and the 28, which is can I click a thing? Yeah.
Whatever happened to JanSport?
JanSport's still around. You can they make classic bags.
Yeah, why don't we get those instead of a $209 bag?
Well, I didn't pay $209 for it.
Just saying.
I bought it. So the story behind this bag is that the version 1 was really good, and a friend of mine got it, and he's like, "This is maybe the best bag I've ever had." And I know he's a bag guy, so I was like, "Yeah, all right." And so I got what they call the half zip, which is another version of a bag that I like slightly better, and it is superb. And so when they did the version 2, I really like the changes they made, and they were doing like a pre-order thing, and it was I didn't pay $209. I forget what I paid, but it was well under $200. And the thing was, it wasn't.
So it was $199.
No. It was like I forget. It might have been $150, maybe. Like it wasn't nothing, but it wasn't crazy. But it's finally shipping. Good. So it's about the time they said it would ship. So that's pretty good. Anyway, so that's what the CPL looks. The panel loader is this thing. Where's the panel? There it is. So the reason they call it the panel loader is because the idea is you can sling it off your shoulder and all the zips are on one side, so you can get into all the like important stuff you need immediately, and the pockets are sewn in like sideways. So when it's horizontal, you can grab stuff.
You just have to remember which side is. You always got to go to one side.
I think you just kind of get used to it. But anyway, I'm really psyched about that. I'm excited. My friend Jim just got his today, and he is immediately selling his version 1 of the bag.
Yeah, saw that.
I was almost tempted to buy that because so you put but I don't. I'm not gonna. Don't get your hopes up. But yeah, that's good. Yeah, we've
gotten lots of recommendations and talk about how spicy they are. And apparently, it's decent. It's decently, yeah. Even if you like spicy, it's pretty spicy.
I like some heat, so.
I don't remember the brand that they were talking about. Do you remember?
You mean the GMM?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember. I feel like it was one of those things I could just go back and look at, so I never worried about it.
I did look it up on Amazon, and you could get...
Oh, it's a Buldak.
Yeah, this is not the one they're talking about.
She's eating... Shin Black. This is actually one of the ones they were talking about. Shin Black. Yep. I heard that's pretty good, Kimberly.
Oh, yeah, the one we looked at, they have... No? Is it that one? These have big noodles.
It was definitely Shin Black. Well...
Yeah, these had...
I don't know.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find it in my Amazon search.
So while you're looking at that, there's this thing. Go for Thai Tom Yum instant noodle. Yummy and properly hot if you like authentic ones. Nice. Low super hot stuff needs legit hot. Sounds pretty low. Oh, not civet. No, you can't cram a civet in there. Civic. So they have 2 lines of packs. They have the Civic ones, which are like for like around town mostly, or they're geared that way. And then they have more mountainy sort of stuff. So that's the deal. Sling 2 is great. Fits a water bottle in it. Fits a lot of stuff. Yeah, it looks like it would. Pretty cool. So have you seen this picture, Audrey?
Yeah.
What do you think about those?
I mean, I'm never going to be able to afford one, and it's Pensacchi, which, people sometimes complain about.
What do you think those would cost?
I mean, they're gonna cost all of it.
Well, if you had to put a number on it.
What is that is that a slim or is that?
I think it's a regular, although it doesn't. It says Sailor Pro Gear. I don't know. It doesn't say slim, so I'm guessing it's the full size.
It's full size. 800?
800, you say?
I have no idea.
It's a little more than 800. If one has some
1,000? About 1,000?
Yeah, you say
Oh, 21K, so it's full. Yep. Thanks, Todd.
I say Pinsachi. Do you say Pinsaki?
I don't know.
Have you ever said it out loud before?
I don't know.
I'm not sure I have either.
I don't know if I ever have.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Ooh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm going to go with Sachi, but because Pinsaki sounds weird. No, it's actually much worse than you think. Here you go. It's a set. It's actually a set of 3 pens.
Oh, well, okay. So about 1,000, about one each. Okay.
I didn't realize it was actually 3 pens, but it does say Classic Co.
Yeah. So about 1,100 each.
Yeah. But that's on sale, Audrey. It's 3% off.
Well, thank goodness.
3%. So, nib size, medium. 4. That's one nib size.
Interesting.
But I tell you, this one right here, I only want one of them, and it's this one. This one right here with the, like, it looks like it's supposed to have a clip.
What everyone... I mean, I do like the eggshell as well.
I like the eggshell, and I don't really care about Rodden, but I dig that.
I don't love where that eggshell is.
Right here?
It doesn't stand out. It looks like just part of the barrel, which I don't love.
Let's see, they don't have a picture of that with the cap off, so I don't really know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I get it. No, I don't want you to play with that, sweetie. Yeah. I would have had you at 3.5, but not 3. I get it. That's oof. Yeah, so 3,300. Lowest price one is 77,000 yen. The other two are 165 and 132. Oh, you can get them as a knot set? I didn't even know that. Would have had Kingdom Note lists them separately. Oh, interesting. Pronounce it Sarchi, like Advertising Brothers, Sachi and Sachi. Are those Sarchi and Sarchi? I think there's one Sachi, but I actually really like the Pro Gear ringless caps. They should do more. Yeah, they look nice, right? You don't see that too much. Sachi also had them listed separately, but they sold out. No. The cheapest is $750. Well, you were not that far off for the cheaper one.
Well, there you go.
said 8, right? It's pretty. It's pretty close to $750. I think the cat's gonna knock over your drink.
Of course she is.
Yeah, I saw you rolling your big body toward it.
Your big body. Well, poor Katie.
She's losing weight. We're doing it right. So, cheapest $750. Yeah, it's not great. This is the cat belly cam. That's a kitty belly right here.
Sure is. So much kitty belly.
So yeah, so that's one thing I wanted to talk about because I just saw those today, and I don't really care about that kind of design, but I did dig that one for sure. Favorite fall inks? You know, Jacob, I have never thought of matching inks to seasons. I know a lot of people do that.
We've been asked multiple times about that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really. To cast like a belly rub like dogs do. Depends on the cat. Do not assume that they do. This one is not a bear trap. However, often what cats will do is be like, look at my belly. And then you scratch them, and then all the hand knives get at you.
Yeah.
Apricot, Kinmokusai, Ancient Copper, those are solid. I think browns are probably a good fall ink. Oranges are a good fall ink.
Oranges, browns, coppery ones.
Cloudy day inks, like, you know, actually I have this still here, so like maybe Atmospheric Twilight or something from the Linen Toolbar. I don't know. Things like that seem like it. Hand knives. That's what I think of them as, Julie. Like, they've got hands and feet just made of knives. See the new Mont Blanc Special Edition looks exactly like a Y Studio pen? I did not, but that's interesting. That's interesting. Or is your signature Cafe Crema? Cafe Crema is dope. It's just a little bit on the dry side, I think, for me. You have to put it in the right pen. But I do have a bottle of it.
It's Ramyun Shin.
Ramyun Shin.
Yeah, Ramyun Shin.
Well, there you go. So. Oh, I wired that up the other day. I'm kind of happy about having that up there. Those are my peanuts. It turns. Will Katie try peanuts? She's thinking about it. only ink that you match this season is Pilot. Oh, you use Sayu gun in the winter because it looks exactly like a hillside of snow-covered pine trees. Well, that's cool. Nice. So I got I got a few pens this week. Audrey got a pen this week. You want to talk about your pen first?
I did. I got it on Monday. Didn't it come in?
Something like that.
So Mike's love of the Diplomat arrow.
Yep. How
many do you have?
Don't know. Who counts?
I mean, you can count.
I can. I think it's like 7 or 8.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so what's his is mine, what mine's his. Mm-hmm. But generally, I don't use any of yours. There's none of the colors really called to me. And, I mean, I don't mind the shape, and I like the nibs. They have really nice nibs.
I like the turquoise pretty well, I think, right?
Yeah, but it's not. Anyway, so it wasn't until this one came out, which you can't really tell from the color because it just looks like it's sort of the champagne, but it's not the champagne one. It is this one, which is the antique rose color. Mm-hmm. So this was at first, it's a little brighter and light. The light is making it brighter than it is. It's a bit more rose gold colored.
It's
more rose.
It's glossier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Which I actually really like. I think it's a very good looking pen.
I like it. It really goes nicely with the gray, matte gray hardware that it has with it.
Yeah, take off the cap so it's kind of hard to see the clip. Yeah. So you got this like silvery kind of matte hardware and trim, and then you got the sort of rose goldish. It's more pink than usual rose gold, I'd say.
Yeah,
it's definitely
I would agree. Pink. It's more pink, but sort of rose gold too. Anyway, I got it secondhand. It was a very good deal, and I really like it. Right now, it's inked with one of the inks that you'll be talking about if you want to tie it together that way. But
yeah, we can do it that way.
And this one is does it have a fine nib?
Yeah, I think so.
Just has a fine nib, which it writes really nicely. Of course, we've never had a problem with any dip. I have other Diplomat. This is just my first arrow.
I like the fine nib on those. I don't like the extra fine. It is
Didn't you have me work on one once?
I don't think I ever bothered because I just got another nib from.
Fine
I just had another. Yeah, no, that was on. I take it back. Yeah, you did work on an extra fine for me. Because the first extra fine I got on a Diplomat was, and this one was too, I think. But the jump between extra fine and fine is pretty extreme. Yeah. So if you want a really fine nib, that extra fine is not quite UEF, but it is way finer.
It's not UEF.
But it's way finer than I don't know, the average Yovo extra fine. I feel like.
It depends. The Yovo, there's a little bit of variation in the extra fines, and the ones that we've gotten. There are ones that have a little bit more tipping. It's just there's more variability in the extra fine than I see in other nibs. So I think that's what you're feeling. There are certain ones that have a lot less tipping that feel a lot finer.
I think I still got that nib. I'll have to have you take a look at it, see what it looks like.
Yep. Do you like the new two-tone version they are launching? I can't read who's saying things.
Two-tone version? What two-tone version, true character?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Let me go back to this so you can read more easily. Yeah, what two-tone?
No idea.
They'll come back, I'm sure. Hey, everybody that joined here a second ago. We were talking about stuff and not looking at the thing.
Yeah. Let me turn the light off there and see if it's... Sorry.
Actually, it's handling it just fine. Yeah, that's pretty
It's a little bit better. It's not...
Here, hold on. I got a handheld one. That'll fall over if you're not careful.
No. Too much light is really making it the glossiness.
Yeah. Hard to get exactly that color, but it's a silvery pink, I think, is how I would describe it.
Yeah.
So the thing that we were going to, we have gold nibs. Yeah, the gold nibs are two-toned for sure. They're really good. Extra fine was tough for you to use. It was usable and not scratchy or anything, but oof, yeah, super fine. I get it. Mm-hmm. Mine was kind of scratchy, but I think it's only because I don't like it's what an extra fine feels like.
I think it might have been a tiny bit misaligned, like it was just a bit, and you felt it.
Oh, my
more.
Original one. Like
really, is it different? Okay.
Yeah. So the things we were gonna transfer to was ink. Mm-hmm. I had a good friend go to the Dallas Pen Show, and they offered to pick up some ink for a couple of people, including me. And so Dromgoals had 2 inks that were sort of specific to the show. But they are Dromgool's specials and not show specials exactly, and I think they still have them on their site. So
yeah, we never did look that up.
yeah, I forgot to look it up before we started. But if you go to Dromgool's, you can probably find them, or not. Like, you'll know.
Yeah.
And there are two of these smaller bottles that they've been using, which I actually like the bottles a lot. There we go. And I think the labels and stuff are cool too.
Yeah.
They have NASA blue because, in case you're not aware, NASA has a big presence in Houston. So, my dad actually worked at that place, so he'd go to the Space Center all the time. It was kind of a big deal down there. And the other one is Purple Cosmo, and she's got Purple Cosmo in her pen. Because I've gotten like 3 purple inks in the last week.
Mike is not a purple person, as you guys know,
Yeah,
but
just the way it works out sometimes.
Yeah.
They had enough to list them last week. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if they're still there or not. Well, I guess, whatever. Love the colorverse is so space obsessed. I'm into it too. I think they have a lot of really cool ones.
Do you have the swatches?
Yeah, let me just get this. There we go. Swatches are here and here. You need to turn that light back on.
Sorry.
Let's cover this one. Yeah, you're not getting a good representation there. But you can see it is that's better. It's like I don't know, what would you call that color?
That is sort of an eggplanty.
All right, yeah, it's kind of eggplanty, and it's definitely got some serious sheen going on. And then
Yeah, it's a green gold sheen on that one, like most
purpley stuff.
purpley ones to have. Yeah.
Too sheeny. This one only really sheened where it really pooled.
Yeah, I've been using it for card writing at work, the warranty cards, and I don't see any of the sheen on there.
Yeah, I think you're probably not going to. Actually, did I keep one? No.
That's the wrong. No.
Yeah, one of them had 2 cards in it, so I just kept one of them. So yeah, it's got some sheen, but I think in normal writing, you're not really going to see that sheen.
The other one's sheenier.
NASA Blue, I can't imagine this not showing sheen. That's got to be having sheen. I haven't got that one in a pen yet.
Yeah.
David says, Purple Cosmos base color really reminds me of Lamy Dark Lilac. Yeah, it's very dark lilac-y. I don't think it's as sheeny as Dark Lilac is, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Dark Lilac was very sheen.
Oh, I don't remember that. I never really used it much, though.
Yeah. I've got a bottle or 2. Yeah, so that's 2 of them. But yeah, I like these little bottles. I think the price is a heck of a lot better than the big sets and stuff.
Yeah, when you're...
Those are like $40 a piece.
Is that
or something?
right? I
32
don't remember.
maybe. It might have been 32 a piece.
And then you have the ones that you were like, oh, I really like the tiny bottle more, and then you couldn't buy the larger version of the small color. And...
Yeah, they always put the better ink in the small bottle, it seems.
Subjective, but so you seem to think a lot, for sure.
Yep. And the other ink I got, which I've nicely smeared on my thumb by putting my wet thumb on there, I just actually got in the mail today, which is from Hippo Noto.
Out of the way.
Hippo Noto does Kickstarters a lot of times. They have some stuff listed on their website. You can check them out. This is an ink that was custom made for Hippo Noto by this little brand that I think
we talked about.
Did we talk about it a couple weeks ago?
We decided that you needed to do a custom ink and then picked by the patrons.
And then I immediately forgot about that. So yeah, good. Working as normal. So 36 retail. Paid that recently for some Hayabusa. Yeah, not surprised. Yeah, 36 is kind of like that's kind of high. It's not out of the.
It's not a 1 ounce bottle. So I mean, you're getting a few ounces for it.
It's a lot of ink, but. It's also a lot of packaging. It's a big commitment. If you have a zillion inks, it's like.
And they had some really nice packaging and everything. They really put a lot of time and effort into it, but sometimes you just want a little bit of ink for cheaper. Just focus on that.
These are from Kiwi Inks, which is out of California, I think.
I think so. LA, I think is what it said.
Kiwi Inks Tricolori. It's not. This is actually a.
But they do have the tricolor. Sure. Yeah.
So you can do things like mix ink colors, you can do different kinds of shimmers and that kind of stuff. But this, I think they actually use the ink as a stamp of some kind on the box, because this is definitely that ink. And then they have like a swatch of it on the label, which is...
And right there too.
Yeah. You can see the shimmer in there. Yeah. You actually see some of the shimmer. It's actually in the back. Yeah. And this is a dark purple.
It's like a deeper violet color.
I'd call that like mulberry or something.
Okay, boysenberry?
Could be boysen. I don't know what color that is.
It's lighter than what it's showing there, but that's a little bit better, yeah.
It's actually a pretty dark purple.
Yeah.
And then it's got like green sheen going on because that's what purples do a lot, and then like blue shimmer in that.
Yeah.
And I haven't got this in a pen. I just got
it
today in the post office box. So yeah, there's that. I forget if you can order that now or if it's still on pre-order, but that's over at hipponoto.com.
I want to say that it was on pre-order, but they had already been making them.
Yeah.
So it wasn't going to be like the notebooks and things like that where...
Yeah, it takes a lot of time. There's a lot of lead time. Yeah. Yeah. Tony, what did you miss? I don't know, some stuff like that. But yeah, the Kiwi inks look pretty cool.
And the bottle itself is cute.
It's a nice bottle, actually. Yeah. I was kind of surprised by this bottle because I don't think I've seen one like it. Yeah, I don't know if I had a good image of it. It's got this kind of like, it's got a slant on the front. It's flat on the back. Yeah. Seems like it'd be a great display bottle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's got a nice curve to the bottom. Like this is a quality bottle. Mm-hmm. Fairly heavy. The mouth is a little bit small. If I'm gonna gripe about it, like the opening is a little bit on the small side. Like if you try to put a giant delta or something in there, you might have a bad time. But
I'm one of those weird people that I fill with a converter and then put it in. And
oh yeah,
I'm just used to it from pen shows and working at the table and doing it that way. So I can see a lot of people doing it the fast way. And
and if you don't have a pen with a converter, if it's like a piston or something.
Oh, that of course, yeah.
But it's tall enough to have some volume. I like this. It's got a belly.
It has a nice belly. Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
So feel seen. But yeah, so I got those 3 inks. Those are the 3 inks. And then I showed these last week, right?
Oh, it's gone.
I know, it keeps rolling. I'm gonna put a pen rest over here. I think I showed these last week. This is the one I decided to keep because I thought it had sort of a wild combination of all the colors.
It's not the one that I picked for him.
It's not. It has more red and more gold. But it's. Are you upset about that?
It really hurt my feelings.
Oh, now I'm sad.
No.
I'm going to have to go back to the
post
office.
One of you out there, if you're watching, got the one that I picked for him.
Yep.
You don't know who, but just know that each one of them was probably that one.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah.
But this is the one I picked, and we sent those all out except for like one. We'll get that one out soon, but we sent those out today. Yeah. We did some packaging. I spent a couple of hours yesterday.
Did we do some packaging?
I was gonna get to that. Okay, I spent a couple hours yesterday, like doing like printing, shipping labels and that kind of stuff. And then last night, about like midnight almost.
It was 11. It was 11.
I had put together the small priority boxes, but then Audrey's like, "Look, just don't worry about that." She is super duper fast at shipping things.
I ship it exact. I told him what we needed.
Yeah.
What I needed for him to get out and have ready to go.
Yeah.
And we shipped it just like FC pens.
It didn't take very long at all. Yeah. Like she's over here just like there's tape flying everywhere and paper scraps and it was like a Tasmanian devil of shipping. But
a Tasmanian devil that knew exactly what they were doing and very controlled.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of it, you had a bunch of like perfectly executed things. So we had this like big stack of things. Took those to the post office today, so they are on their way to the patrons. 1 in 14 chance of being the Audrey fan. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. So
there's one person that had that liked a certain thing. So there's one that definitely didn't get that one, but they'll know who they are.
Yeah, well, there were a couple of them that were like mostly green and blue, like didn't really have the other colors.
As much swirling.
And and I had warned about that because I don't want somebody to get a pen and not be excited about it. Yeah. But this person was like, I actually really want one that's just like, if you got one that's kind of more blue and green. I'm like,
that doesn't have as much of the
perfect, dope. So
stuff going on. So yeah.
Yep, so that worked out well.
Yes, working and shipping and receiving, indeed. I did that for
years.
2 years or so? Yeah.
Let's see. Must be ink weekend for everyone getting ink this weekend. That's true. I bet they are. Tony's having an allergy day. It says laying down. I think Audrey's having a bit of an allergy day, too.
Yeah.
Let's see.
There is a place you can pick up a pen rest like the one there.
Yeah, Claire put
Yes.
a link
Oh,
up there.
thank you, Claire.
InkyD.com. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he knows.
Ah,
Ink guy. I think an ink guy knows.
okay. Pen BBS Hyacinth Macaw would be the perfect ink for your new pen. I don't know what that looks like, but I like the name.
Yeah, it's good. It's actually a rainbow lorikeet. So if somebody has a rainbow lorikeet ink out there, the one I actually, it does have a Pen BBS ink in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's number 200 and... The heck did I do with my ink journals? I've rearranged things so much.
That who knows?
I can't find my ink journals now. 240 something. It's actually, it's too much of a pain for you to get to. 240 something, but it's a nice green with shimmer.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I did. Rickshaw was out for delivery. Nice, Becky.
Oh, enjoying their latest rickshaw delivery. Yeah, they've just been coming out. You didn't get any of those.
For which?
The rickshaw.
Oh yeah, I didn't get any of those.
I reminded you before. I'm like, are you not? I'm like,
well,
I'm not.
Yeah, and there's no I don't have any problem with them. I think they're cool. Just I never go anywhere right now.
Because that stops you with the bag purchases.
I bought those bags months and months ago.
Which was also in quarantine.
It was...
Nothing had changed. I mean,
well, back then you might have thought the quarantines would end sooner, but they have not.
We have really important things that people want to talk to you about.
What do I want to talk about? Ink Guy wants to let me know that I really I missed the sale. I
think it's Tony and David are really telling you what's up.
I don't know who those people are. What do we let's see.
Give the people what they want, Mike.
Showing electronic component receiving right now. Ooh, that sucks. That's the go-to. Rickshaw order. Showing your last rickshaw delivery. Tuesday's gonna be good for pens. That's good. Sadly, not for a big head Mike pen roll.
Apple Boom apparently has the two-tone version.
Of what?
The Zeppelin Arrow.
Oh.
Apparently. Sorry. I don't think you saw that. Ooh, David says, Mike, don't make me do it on my own.
Do what? Oh. Mike mouth face masks. That is not good.
Just beard.
Mm-hmm. One thing I've noticed is that I look like I'm missing a tooth right over here on video, because one of them's a little bit snaggly. He's just kind of off a little bit. It makes me look like I don't have a tooth.
Well, in the lighting, that hits that.
So Mike, I don't know. That wouldn't be good. Jumping because of the bundle sweet discount, all the swag, Heist in the Cause, number 103. It's blue with gold shimmer. Oh, nice. I like that. I went green with gold shimmer, which is also... There's so many things in this pen. If you want to match your pen to your color.
You have options.
You got options. You can see the reflection of your monitor in the glass case behind you.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's got to be this one. Yeah, it's that one. Well, away she goes. Having a beard for once would be nice. Nice. Well, next time I trim it, I'll just put it in a bag and just send it to David. Just you can just glue it to your face like some kind of madman. West Virginia Mike missing teeth. Ooh. Pen BBS does. I think Pen BBS does the best shimmers, but
they do really good shimmers.
Yep, super good. Where's my other shimmer? There it is. And when I take it off the white screen, you can't see it so much.
No, it's better.
So I got those things over the last week or so, but
also one thing going on with the bird pen, you got the nib distribution.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk nib distribution.
Weird. So at FC, I get to see the wide variety that people like to pick. Generally speaking, fines and mediums are by far the most popular of the nibs. And
not for my patrons.
For the patrons, broads and 1.1s, overwhelming.
Here's the distribution. So extra fines, 1 extra fine. 0 fines.
Zero fines.
None of them wanted
fines. That is just crazy.
2 mediums, 5 broads, 5 1.1s, and a 1.5.
The 5 1.1s. And there are particular people that I know what they normally order for FC because they order from FC, so we appreciate that. But they don't normally get 1.1s, and I'm sitting there going, this person got a 1.1? What the heck?
Yeah. So I think that's... also, if you want a Rebel Plans notepad, go to wellappointeddesk.com, wellappointeddesk.com, and get your Rebel Plans. You can also get one of a Tyrannosaurus with a shopping cart. What are they? A Shoposaurus? I forget what they call that one, but it makes me giggle every time. Yeah. Didn't let you pick Sig. Well, that's just putting my really wet B Sig on it. That's a solid choice. But yep, that's weird distribution. Good job, patrons.
Yeah.
People know that if you're getting an Independence pen, you need to go big.
See, they're just gonna put their really wet broad Sig on it.
That's true. FC does make it easy to get a great nib replacement in the future. Yeah, it's true. So there's no real risk. You can just don't contact me. I can't help you, but contact CS at Franklin-christoph if you don't like the thing. Do you want some of the new stamps at Well Appointed Desk?
I do too.
Do we have to talk Well Appointed Desk stamps? I'm into it. Whatever I can do to help out Anna, I'm into.
We've been friends with her for a really long time.
Been friends with her for a long time, and
she's delightful.
She's delightful. Her husband Bob has a printing business, and she was working for Hallmark, and then got caught in some layoffs. So, if I can throw any business Anna's way, I'm into it. So this is the Well Appointed Desk and their store.
I like the leaves one, that's new.
Yeah.
And then the one next to it there, those are the brand new stamps. So they've got, I want the Yovo one, which is obviously the top right with the little swirls on it. Mm-hmm. And what else was there? So the bottom one's a Schaefer.
This is a Schaefer.
Yeah, that's a Schaefer.
You know what that is. Who uses numbers for nib styles?
Estabrook, yes, the 4 number, yeah. Well, there's the 3 number as well.
Yeah.
And then obviously the bird pen.
Yeah.
But what else? There's something else, isn't there?
I don't know.
Was it just those?
I don't think so. I think it was the only nib one she has.
That might have been it.
Yeah.
But I really want, I want
all
of them.
They all have good copywritten names. Der Kommissar, the Lady, the Legacy, the Bouse. There are more, yeah. Is there another picture? Oh, there's another picture. You're right. So, Commissar, Artist.
That's the Elite.
Yeah, it looks like, at least it's one of those kind of short long pens. Legacy, the Bird,
Lamy,
the Lady, and the Bauhaus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have a favorite pen nib, that's a thing.
Yep.
But yeah, they have, Colodexes and colorings. These little guys that I use, it's a sample vial. I use those for samples a lot of times. Also, the Lab series, those are cool.
Yeah, those are newer too. Yeah.
I have one of these bottles.
Yep.
I have a couple of the ink bottle versions.
I think that's great to distinguish whether or not you actually have the full bottle or the sample. It really helps you figure out what you have.
That would be a good way to do it. Yeah, I never do that, but it's a good way to do it. That's a good thought I should have had. If you're into knitting, she's a knitter, so there's a skein of yarn. Keep the post office public, write more letters, good mail. I've got one that says, I've got the okay mail, which makes me, and happy mail, I have that one too. Yep. So I have a few of them, but you got Rebel Plans, like I shit to do. There's the Shoposaurus.
Yep.
What is it called? Rex and Raptor. Yeah, the Shoposaurus.
Yep.
Yep. I don't have the Rex and Raptors yet. I might have to get that. But these are all letter pressed, so it's good paper. It's not like the most fountain pen proof paper. It's not coated, but it's pretty thick and it's letter pressed, so it's really nice. But yeah, go over to the Well Appointed Desk and help them out. Which regalia nibs do you have? Love me a stack nib. I don't have.
Oh no, they're
David
talking about
these. Yeah, I don't have one. But yeah, check out Well Appointed Desk. Anna's great, and so is Bob. And hook them up. Tell them I said hi. Let's see. Anyone happen to have a good source for planner layout templates to use behind blank paper to set up your own planner?
In the past, it's been a long time since I've looked at it, but back when I was trying to figure out what sort of system, back when I had a job that had lots of appointments and things like that, I looked at that. So doing some Google search, there's certain blogs and things that people have made some free templates that you can use in your own little.
I wonder if somebody like Boho Berry or somebody would be a good source to find those.
Like that, yeah.
Check out Boho Berry, berry like on a tree. She's deep in the planner stuff, and she, I'm sure, would have some resources for that.
And you could also look on Etsy. Those are people who've made lots of them, and so they'll do a PDF
that they can sell you. Yeah.
And they're usually not very much. It's just, sort of recoup a little cost of the time of them making it and stuff.
Well, sure. And it's a cool thing that you don't have to make yourself. So. Yeah. Especially in the quarantine times, people could use a hand. So. Yeah. Smash that like button. Thanks. We've got 10 likes. That's a good number of likes.
That is.
I like it. 82 viewers. A bunch of y'all didn't have anything better to do on a Friday.
Who does?
Right? Okay, so do we want to get to the thing that I got yesterday, which is kind of nuts.
I'm not touching.
No, you're not touching.
My hands are staying out of this.
You have plastic templates, Ink by Jang and Moxidori.
Moxidori sounds familiar. I could be wrong, but that sounds familiar. That I was looking at. Yeah.
Thanks, Claire, for popping up the links. That you doing work. I have to get Claire a good Christmas present.
Yeah,
this
we
year.
do.
She's always doing.
We're up to 17 likes.
That's a lot of likes. Thanks.
Oh
for
my
likes,
gosh,
though.
7 more people clicked it.
I appreciate it. It's super cool.
Or clicked or pressed with a finger.
Well, whatever they do. Don't nerd shame us, please, please. Who are you talking to?
We're the ones who are hosting this.
Yes, right.
So
I bought a glass case to put pens in. Anyway.
Yeah.
So I got.
Get our faces off. Show these pens.
I mean, our faces will still be on there. But I got this very nice pen case in the mail. Yesterday? It was yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
This very nice pen case in the mail. And it's pretty... actually, we're up to 27 likes now. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate it. Patreon.com/Inkdependence. So this is... this is a cool pen case that you actually can't get anymore. And actually, the pen case... I sort of regret not getting one of these.
Oh, really?
Because while they are expensive, it is a great pen case.
Yeah.
But this is a Visconti pen case. And inside this Visconti pen case are an array of...
expensive pens.
Totally nutty pens. Get your gray Inktopus pen koozie. Oh, that's awesome. I like the Inktopus a lot. You've got one of those. The roll.
Yeah.
So this is... what did you say, Emperor? No, it's not Emperors.
No.
It's not that expensive. Cumulatively, they're more than Emperor, but like individually, not so bad. We need 81. Yeah, these are fancy. So the reason Audrey's not touching them is that these 3 are urushi. And she was handling one yesterday, and now she's having a bit of an allergic.
Yeah, if you are very sensitive to poison ivy, if somebody around you didn't get anything and all of a sudden you know, just being anywhere close to poison ivy and you get a rash, be careful with urushi pens, because that same urushi is basically that sap, that stuff that comes on those poison ivy plants that make you susceptible to having the rashes. I tend to get it on my mouth no matter what, so my mouth swells up. Even though I did not put these pens in my mouth, it just so happens to.
Well, you did just like rub it all over your face.
I just rubbed it all over my face. Yeah.
Can you grab that Rhodia pad that's on the in the green shelf?
I just didn't know. Looking at those, I did not know that they were urushi.
I forgot until it was too late. I was like, oh, I think those are urushi. Anyway, let's talk about the non-urushi ones real quick. Waiting for Charlie to get the Viscontis in. Poison ivy pens. Well, so urushi is a very old tech.
It is. Yeah.
Old Japanese tech. And it's great unless you happen to be very susceptible to...
Most people aren't. I mean, it is, if it's cured properly, it's not going to affect most people, but there's a few subset of us that do.
Yeah, so I don't let her handle any of, like, my one urushi pen. Like, she just doesn't handle them because she can get a reaction. But these are, as far as this is...
Oh, you should show the ones
these
that were
perfect,
the urushi pens. Somebody was asking.
Oh.
Greg was.
What were the urushi pens? They are these. So these are ST Dupont Line D Guilloche. And
Dupont is they're an expensive brand, but also really nice pens. We only have one of them.
Yeah, I've got one. And
these are really nice.
Like
colors.
I don't really reach for it that much because it's just black and silver.
Yeah, it is.
But
these are flashier.
I'll tell you that ST Dupont does a snap cap better than pretty much anybody. Like I think they've got the best snap cap.
It is a very nice snap cap. Before I knew that I shouldn't touch it, it was a very nice snap cap.
Yeah, in your limited experience. Yeah.
And the colors, I don't know. We were trying to decide which color was our favorite. It's really hard to say. This
one is more turquoise than it looks on camera. It is.
I really like the glow that the red has, but red's not my favorite color, and I don't. You know how I feel about
the gold
trim. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to say the other two are a little bit more.
Get these up here. I have slightly better.
Yeah.
Lighting situation.
Yeah, that shows the.
So you can't see the fine details. You can get the color better.
Yeah.
Even better snap cap than the arrow. Yeah, they are.
They're really nice.
They cost as much as several arrows. So
yeah.
The new arrow does have a very nice snap cap, but it's not. So here's the. I think it's just one of those things. It's like it's slight, but it's got a great feel to it. Super good. Are they spring-loaded at the connection point? Yeah, they are. So I'll be doing a full review on these in the future. Yeah. It's not a huge amount of travel, but yeah, it's definitely spring-loaded up in here. Mm-hmm. It's got this big D on the top. It's the line D. Yeah. And then the guilloche pattern, as I understand it, these are made of brass, and then they are etched in a guilloche pattern. And then they're lacquered over with a color, and then they're lacquered over with several layers of clear coat urushi. So the urushi, like the shine, that's the urushi.
See, I'm used to seeing the natural color
right
of her. That's why I didn't like. No, it's not. What are you talking about? These are.
Well, a lot of times they'll be dyed. I think urushi is clear, and then
they just have the natural color that.
Well, you add reds and yellows and greens and stuff, but you can get a Dupont cap better than platinum. What's platinum? Yeah, I don't think I've got any platinums that are that good. Red pen has some serious depth to it. They kind of all do. I think the red might have the most, though. You're right.
It does, yeah.
And then the sections on these are they're sort of grooved. They're a metal section, but these are not slippery. Like this is a very.
That's one thing that we thought. They're like, oh, people are gonna say, oh, it's a metal section, but yeah, you were really enjoying
it. I was shocked by how much I like these. Frankly, they're like, yeah, we'll send you these. I'm like, cool. I like Duponts. They're fine, but. Holy crap, these are nice pens. Like, these are a luxury pen for sure.
Is, yeah.
The nibs are kind of special as well. You see, like, the scalloping. They're, like, a much more curved sort of nib geometry there going on.
It's not just on camera. In person, it sort of glows a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just because it's a little shiny. I don't know. There's something about it, but, again, just the combo of colors. I like the other two better, though.
Yeah. Is it a fluted section? Yeah, I mean, it does have a bit of a taper.
Yeah.
I haven't measured it or anything yet. I mean, I will. Diplomat Skyline. Yeah, I mean, the Skyline's kind of like that, too.
What do you think about somebody who holds the nib really close to the edge? Do you think that little bump up? Yeah, that little spot here will bother anyone?
No, I think it's fine. Okay. It actually gives you something to hold on to, so your fingers aren't ever going to, like, that gives you even more grip, I think. I could write like that. Sometimes I write very close, but this section, like those grooves aren't sharp and they're not, and they're deep enough that you like, when you're holding this pen, you don't feel like it's going to go anywhere. I haven't done any really long writing with it yet. I mean, I only got it yesterday, but it writes super duper well. That's why I got this Rhodia pad. I only inked one of them up. They're actually all mediums.
Yeah,
actually,
that's right.
It said medium on the sheet. Let me see if they are all actually mediums.
Do you want me to look at it?
Yeah, no, they're mediums.
Okay.
Yep. So I only inked this one up. It's the blue, and this is inked with diamine.
Claire wants to know, does the copy call it urushi or lacquer?
Well, the copy on the ST Dupont site says natural lacquer, and then on all the vendor sites I looked at, like Goulet and Bittner and I forget who else. Those call it urushi. So I think it's urushi, and given by the reaction that you had,
I mean, yeah, that's my biggest
I think it
identifier is that it is.
Yeah.
Evan says it reminds him of the Diplomat Skyline.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Sorry, I don't
cashew
listen.
Lacquer, says Greg.
It could be. So cashew, mango, anything that has a naturally occurring urushi in it can cause that reaction. And cashew not the cashew, the nut itself, but generally it's on the outside, so it's in the actual shell. That's why you never get, like pistachios, you can get them shelled or with the shell. You don't do that with cashews because it has a lot of urushi in it.
Wow, handle does not come out on camera at all. So on camera that looks black?
It is not at all.
That is weird. So if you haven't checked out Diamine Handle, do it somewhere. Like Google that thing up. Oh, heck, I'll do it. What am I telling people to do?
What are you doing?
It is like a pink gray, like mix. That's pretty okay.
That's closer.
Better. For one that's closest to.
No.
No.
It's too bright.
There we go.
That is more like
That's it. That's the one. There we go. So that's what handle looks like right there. It's like kind of like it's not mauve. It's too pink to be mauve. It's got gray tones.
That's a good picture too. It has.
Merlot, TP handle. Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. So handle is a very interesting ink.
Yeah.
But let's see. Cashew lacquer can be clear, traditionally usually yellow. Oh, there you go.
So from one of Dupont posts, Dupont's master goldsmiths and lacquerers combine their skills to create a diamond guilloche pattern underneath many layers of natural urushi lacquer.
Yeah, it's just not clear what kind of urushi, I guess. Clean hell of a pin on camera. IRL, the rinse water look purple. On camera, the rinse water look green.
Interesting.
So there's definitely some green in it too, and you're right with it. I really dig it. Yeah, if you need some of that, it's dope. So yeah, I am shocked by how much I like using this pen.
He was sitting there going, I wonder if I could get one of these. And you would have never...
What if I tuck them down real deep? We'll see. But we'll see. I mean, like, I've only had it for a day. Maybe I'll grow to hate it. I kind of hope I do. I suspect I won't.
No, probably not.
But it's got a fair amount of weight. It's not a light pen.
No. But I didn't notice it being heavy when I was playing.
A lot of the weight's in the cap. Yeah. The cap is very heavy. I mean, it's brass and it's got the spring stuff.
I keep almost reaching for it.
Do it.
I know.
I'll smack your hand. And probably give you more.
I was just going to say, you have it on your hands. What are you talking about?
Do I need to go wash my hands before I handle anything? No, I don't think so. And then...
So the other one.
You wash your hands if you handle your pen too much. I don't, but I don't have any reaction to, like, those poison ivy stuff at all. And most people probably won't have a problem with it.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, like, the vast majority of people aren't going to have any problem with urushi pens.
It was funny, this morning on Slack, somebody had just gotten a Boccamundo pen that they had a reaction to. So the same day that somebody else had a reaction, I also did. So there are a few people I know of that have.
Yeah, I know like 4 people that have had that kind of problem. It's pretty rare. Like, try out handle somebody's urushi pen before you spend a bunch of money on one. But, but it does have a very particular kind of feel to it that you're not going to get from like an acrylic or something. Like, feels good. It feels good, y'all. Chili night for Blake.
Ooh.
Get it, man. With properly cured pen, most people not have. Yeah, right. They're not gonna. Some people will. Like, it's just
Yeah, Greg. I don't know. He'll probably go wash his hands afterwards, and that should be good.
I'll go wash my hands now. Vamp for a sec.
Vamp.
Yeah.
Seems like the kind of guy to put beans, tomatoes, and rice in chili. Is that true, Blake? I mean, beans, I think, need to go in a chili. But that's just me. I'm from Ohio, though. Who am I to say? But I'm actually really excited about these Viscontis that he's going to be showing. There's the 3 new colors with the magnetic cap on them. And what he's going to tell you is the magnets are actually really nice. When I was playing with it yesterday, I was happily surprised at how good they were. And all 3 colors are really interesting. And I know back in the day, Mike was interested in getting one of the old Homo sapiens that have the dark lava to it. And I think he also tried putting ink on it to see if it actually had any staining. And so I'll probably tell you about that in just a minute here as well.
I will. Those things are all true.
We talked about my nail polish. It's not available anymore, but it's for polished for days.
No, say the Boccamundo Duponts aren't properly cured. No, I'm sure they are. It's just just a thing.
It's just me. It's just me.
Oh yeah, good. Capping's all you've been worried. Glad to hear it's okay. Yeah. So did I use water and blue? I didn't. I used Visconti blue actually because
it's a Visconti. No,
I haven't used Visconti blue in a while.
Yeah.
I have a bottle of it. I like it. You don't need to be right here. And there we go. And they're Visconti pens. So. That's the way it goes. Hopefully the white will be somewhat resistant. So it is. These have all actually been inked, and they have a coating on them allegedly that's supposed to make them not absorb ink. And they do feel a little bit different, I think, from the standard black Homo sapiens. Like they're a little smoother. It feels like. But I mean, I filled this yesterday, and I dipped that section like deep because I wanted to see. I want to see what would happen. And like, they can't gripe at me for putting Visconti ink in a Visconti pen. So
nope.
I figured I'm safe. And also Visconti blue isn't one of those like school blues that's supposed to wash off of everything. It's it's an ink.
You didn't put Bay State blue in it?
I did not because I like these. Actually, I don't like Bay State blue as an ink, but I don't like the color. It's too blurple. I don't like the performance. It's too feathery. Actually, I've got too much light here to even show the detail, unfortunately. That's a little bit better. These nibs are dark and they're very reflective.
Yeah.
I like the look of the section more and the other one looks more proportioned. Well, so I think really the only big difference is that it's missing the hook safes around the edge.
And depending on how you hold your pen, I mean, your finger could land on those.
Could. On this one, it's a very nice, smooth transition. It's a very comfortable section, actually.
Yeah.
I don't have any complaints about that at all. I have fine, medium, and broad to show in my reviews and stuff. I'll do a quick writing sample right now with the 3, because why not? I was hoping I could get better detail on that, but it's not going to happen. In the full review, actually, I'll put a picture of it up on Instagram.
There you go.
Soon. But this is the broad. It's a nice feel to it. It's fairly wet. I had a little bit of a skip there on the V, but I've been waving this around with uncapped for a bit, so I'm not shocked about that at all.
Yeah.
And it started up immediately. It's a little bit bouncy. It's not like a Pelican M1000 or something like that. It's very smooth. If anything, it's maybe a little bit too smooth. It feels like a little bit skatey maybe on the Rhodia, because Rhodia is really coated and this is very smooth. But it writes very nicely, and it's got a tiny bit of flex. Like, you can push on it a little bit. I'm not going to push on it too much. Just a 14K nib. It's not really meant for that, but it's pretty nice. And the snap cap has got a good affirmative click. Actually, it'll actually pull the pen a little bit, like kind of out of your hand a little bit. So
main question: fire hose or not?
I wouldn't say fire hose, but I mean, like you can see that hasn't dried yet. Visconti blue is a pretty medium sort of blue. It's not wet or dry. It's just pretty chill.
I've used that one.
So yeah, the broad is definitely pretty wet. It's not. I wouldn't say fire hose, but it's pretty wet. I think has a nice.
How does it compare to a Pelican broad?
I don't have a Pelican broad. Oh. Because I haven't ever gotten one. I don't know. I've got a medium and a fine in Pelicans, and I don't know. I mean, this is, I think, goodness. This is a little bit broader, I think, than the Pelican, medium, but that's an M1000 medium, so it's pretty big. Yeah. Or is that yeah, it's a medium. Does it write like pants? It does not write like pants. It writes really nicely. Goes to your part-time adjunct check for the month. Thanks, Mike. I get it. Yeah. And then this one. This is what is it? What are the official colors in these things?
I don't know.
What did I do with?
I'm gonna call that tan or mustard. Brown mustard, is that what that one's called?
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not.
It's like, what the heck did I do with it? Well, I have the invoice around here somewhere with the listed names, but
I don't see it.
No, I don't know where it is. It's desert something, I think. Potato.
Well.
It's lighter than your average potato. I really like that one. I think
you thought that you said that you thought the white one was the best. I was saying that this one was my favorite of the 3.
I'm not sure how I place the white and the yellowish tanny thing.
The red, I like it, but it's not my favorite. I mean, it's my 3rd favorite of the 3.
The red and black feels like leather for some reason, like a dark leather interior on a car, or like an old book, is what it feels like to me.
Mahogany.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa. Here it is, up here. I think it's a nice color.
It is.
I think of the 3, it's maybe my least favorite, but it's a good color. And the potato color is here. If I just make my whole thing bigger. There. And there. But the white is, I think, pretty striking. You don't get too many of these white and black pens.
And they have the flex in it too, which is interesting. You can see it the most in the white.
Yeah, you're right. You definitely can see it more.
Blizzard, Inferno, and Sandstorm.
There we go. Hey, I knew it was something deserty.
Rich Corinthian leather.
It's like rich Corinthian leather.
Yep.
And this one I think has the medium. Let me make sure that's true. Yep. This is the Visconti. And of course, my handwriting looks weird because I'm leaning all the way across the desk, but...
Brown mustard.
Medium. I think I like the medium nib best. It doesn't have as much, like, there's not really much line variation. You get, like, thinner strokes if you want, but I like the medium a lot.
There is a big difference between those two.
Yeah, big difference. And then there's another difference between the fine. Like, the fine, medium, and broad on these. These are, the reason I actually reached out to Coles of London about these was because of the in-house nib. So these are nibs that Visconti is making, and they're not just getting... What were they using? Box before, I think?
So.
I think they were using Bock. So these are theirs, and I wanted to see what those were like. So this is the fine.
Wow. Yeah, that is striking.
So... yeah, there's a big difference in between them. Like, you know which one you've got in your hand, which I think is cool. I think it's kind of weird when you get pens and you can't tell what size the nib is when you write with it. Like, is this a medium or is it a fine? Is it a broad? Like, I don't know. On these, you know.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah. The broad is, like, feels kind of paintbrushy to me. Like, it's very... It's good. I like it.
We know some people that would like that.
Is there a good line comparison to other nibs? I will do some of those when I do my like actual review on them. But that's why I asked them for. Well, really, I said, hey, can I check one out? And they said, well, why don't we give you the colors? And I'm like, cool. If you're gonna do the colors, then give me a selection of nibs too.
Yeah.
I didn't get the stub. I think it might come. I forget if it comes in extra fine or not. But I'm glad I didn't get an extra fine. That's not my jam.
Yeah.
The stub, I would like to see the stub. You love that red? It's cool. It's a very cool thing.
Kimberly, I'm sorry. I read yours first, and it wasn't Tony's when I saw it. So thank you.
What was this?
She typed out the names before Tony, and then I looked at Tony's. And
Geologist Pants Khaki, that's right.
Yep.
Blizzard and Inferno are the other two. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Kimberly beat you. So we're standing for the Stormtrooper pen. Yeah, it's a little Stormtrooper-y. And, like, you know... boo fascism, but also like it's a good fashion statement, white and black.
Yeah.
Let's see, 100% Bock. Yep. So I thought red kidney bean color. Yeah, it's kind of like a dark kidney bean.
Yeah,
a little bit, not as maroon, but it's more of a real red. I think the red and black. That's a good look.
Yeah.
And like another thing that maybe I can't show well enough because I don't have good enough focus on here, but one of the things about the old Visconti Homo sapiens was that the Visconti logo and stuff in the big bridge clip was kind of dodgy. Sometimes it would like scuff off, or it was poorly exercised, or like it just wasn't super well done in a lot of cases, which kind of was a downer for an expensive pen.
Especially if you're paying that much, you don't want the
name of the brand to come off,
or scuff off.
Like the details on this are much sharper than they are on the original Homo sapiens, I think. You've got around the cap band, you've got the Homo sapiens, a little bit of a glare, but you can kind of see it. And then you've got the big V, but the bridge clip, like the writing in the clips is great. I will say that this one, I think these are prototypes because this one, the clip doesn't actuate quite as well. Like it moves, but it's not as good as the other two. These two have this awesome. I actually like the bridge clip quite a lot, but it's got a lot of travel, spring loaded. For whatever reason, the brown one doesn't seem to quite work as well. So I think it might be a prototype thing. But
Carol, I'm totally biased because I work for FC and Yovo all the way. But
I've been Yovo all the way for longer than she's worked at FC. So I've got a few Bocks that I actually really like.
That's true. You do have some.
This Conid has a Bock in it that I was skeptical about, but this is a great Bock. So I think when you tune up a Bock right, it can be just fine. But
come on.
Yeah.
People want to say hi.
Come on, Scrag. You know you want to jump up. Jump up.
She's just going back and forth. She doesn't know how she wants to come up here.
Yovo needs to bring back the number 8s. I think so too. Do they get rid of the number 8s?
I haven't seen one. I don't know.
I think they had one, but I don't know. Every once in a while, somebody would tell Scott, "Hey, you maybe make a pin for a number 8," and he's like, "I'm thinking about it."
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah. Well, that we wouldn't have. I like the look of Bock nibs more, at least the non-Bock branded ones. I don't like the Yovo scroll work. Yeah, I get it. I like the Yovo scroll work just fine, but it's kind of... like, it's fine. It's not as pretty as the like S2 Dupont, or... I think the Visconti, the new nibs from Visconti here actually.
Well,
nice.
sorry guys, she is not jumping up here to say hi.
Here's a way maybe I can show it. I'll show y'all the picture I'm going to put on the internets. Yeah, there you go. So this, we can get our faces out of it. Come on, focus. You know you want to.
Nope.
Really? It won't do it, man. Cannot do it. You're gonna have to wait for. Would you post that on Instagram for me?
Oh.
Okay. Oh, I mean, kind of now. That's cool. Bad Batch of Yovo recently released that Bacchus got. Well, he got like some bum feeds and nibs, or not nibs, feeds and housings. And somebody was saying that they used to. I think it was like somebody on the Slack was saying they used to work for Yovo or something like that. Like that's just a normal thing that happens. Usually those are picked out and just somebody missed them somehow. So I don't know. Bock does fire stuff. Delta Leonardo Bock are fire. Yeah, the Leonardo ones are really good. I have a couple of Deltas that I really like that were old Bock. It's true. Omos was using Bock for a while. It's got a different feel. What's the difference in feel? I like Yovo too, just never had Bock. So Yovo is more of a nail than Bock. Kind of a bit late question, Bock or Yovo. Sounds like a question right out of sci-fi. Yeah, that's cool. I think the Yovo ones are a bit more of a nail, which I actually like. I don't like a huge amount of bounce or anything. But some of the Bock ones, like you can feel, they're generally wetter. They're usually like a little bit more bouncy, I think, than Yovo. So I like the nail bit on Yovos. Did I see the Fig Boots video on favorite nibs? I did actually watch that, yeah. And I don't have most of those nibs. The fact that look, anytime you have one of those like top 10 of whatever, I'm gonna be like, here's what I would have done. Yeah. I know everybody else does too, which I think is part of like half the fun of it probably.
For people, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do one, but he put one in the honorable mentions that I 100% would have put it like the top of the list. So.
The 823?
I wasn't going to give it away, but yeah, the 823. He gave 823 an honorable mention, and I'm like, I would put that in the top couple. I'm not sure what I like better than the 823. At least, offhand. But yeah, it's really good. I think Karis Customs uses Bock. Yeah, they do. Mm-hmm. Cool looking. It sort of looks like a moonstone material, which is quite hard, but it's phosphorescent, so it's a pin blank. Does it glow in the dark? No, it doesn't, as far as I know. It does not. A question for Audrey. Do you ever grind titanium nibs? You haven't, right?
I've done like for personal use ones. But
yeah. If so, do you need special equipment, or are they more difficult to shape than steel or gold?
No, it's the same. The thing is,
because you're grinding the tipping and not the titanium.
Yeah, there's tipping, but they're softer, so they move more. So you just have to be careful about. And the same thing with certain gold ones. If you have ones that are flex nibs and things like that, you just have to be super careful about tines just moving around a little bit more.
I know Jim had a heck of a problem doing like.
Oh my gosh, the language that I heard when Jim was grinding those. Oh my.
Yeah. Our old friend Jim Rouse used to grind SIG nibs onto the flex nibs at Franklin-Christoph, and he said the failure rate on those things was huge because when you're trying to grind it, like the tines will move, and so like there was so many swearings. Yeah. Is the 823 the same as nib, the same as the 845? I think so. Oh yeah, it's number 15. Yeah, so he put, I think, the 845 in the top and put the 823 in honorable mention. I don't know why. I don't know.
Kenji, the Edison flex nibs are the same flex nibs that we have at the Yovo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're Yovo, so the same as you'll get from Monograppa or you'll get from Franklin-Christoph. Yeah. Same stuff. And I think they're pretty good. I mean, if you like flex nibs. They're a little bit on the bouncy side for me for like regular use.
I mean, they're just not... I don't think the word flex is really necessarily the best word for it.
Yeah.
Most people are used to having the dip nib or the vintage nib sort of feel, that's a flex, whereas this is more, you're not getting that much on these.
But... I think they're softer than like the platinum soft nibs.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
They're nowhere as near as soft as like, vintage flex or whatever, but that's the way it goes.
How do you think it compares to like a Falcon and stuff like that?
I don't have a Falcon.
I don't either. That's why I thought that maybe you used them more than I had.
So there are two nibs from that Pilot does, and they're separate, but the naming conventions is weird. So there's the Pilot Falcon, and then there's the Pilot FA nib.
What do you want to say on this post?
Hey, check out this new in-house nib from Visconti on the new Homo sapiens color. Doesn't it look rad? I don't know. Do that. That seems good. So the FA nib I think is more flexible than the Yovo Flex, but the Falcon nib I think is slightly less. So I don't know. That's what I would do. Flex 18K nibs look like Zebra Gs with the same cutouts. Oh, interesting. I haven't tried that before.
Do you want to tag Visconti USA or Visconti Italy?
USA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No worries. Thanks for doing my social medias for me. Isn't the 845 two-toned? I think it can be. I don't think it always is. Kara's logo, Bock nibs look really nice. I do like the logo they put on there. It looks cool. Green number 15 is your favorite Pilot nib, even over the 30. I haven't used a 30 to any great extent, but that's what I've heard. Started using a Yovo broad nib and a Genhelix 750 Juicy. Nice. Yeah, as long as the feed can keep up with it and stuff. I think the 750 is a perfectly good body. Mine scratched immediately, but that's the way it goes. But the nibs are bad, so get some good nibs, you'll be good. I'd really like to try the Pilot 15 nib, putting your carrots custom with a flexible nib factory housing. Can't justify buying a high-end Pilot just to poach the nib. Yeah, no, I get it. Especially when the 823 body is good. It is a very comfortable pin. When our friend John Albert was making this custom pin for me, I gave him the dimensions of an 823.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this is my sweet spot. And so he kind of hit him with this one. So, yeah, it's expensive to poach the nib, and also, the 823 is just a great body. So, isn't Leonardo moving to Yovo? They do some of each in different models. Yeah. They're not, as far as I know. We've
looked that up, yeah. So, certain ones have the Yovo, certain ones have the Bock.
845s, you have are both two-tone. Cool. Nice.
What's the white one called?
Blizzard, I think.
That's
You have the red 845. I am jealous. I want a red 845. Those are gorgeous. That is 845 is also 18 versus 14K on the 823. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that at all. I don't have an 845, but that makes sense why Figboot would put them in different categories then if they're different materials. Yeah, salad. Thanks, Z-Chen. I could go with 743 rather than 823. That's the flat tops, right? And it has a cartridge or converter system going on. Took my PO nib out of the 912 and put in an FC with an F&F housing. Oh, interesting. Interesting. You like that PO, huh? I know you like really fine nibs, Tony, so that makes sense. Posting nib is one I don't have right now. 823, 743, the same nib. Yeah, same nib, but different body and stuff, right? Wasky Squirrel destroyed an 823 with a chemical cleaner. Ugh. 743 is also the model of fun nibs. Isn't there like a 712 or something weird like that has a bunch of cool nibs too? 912?
It's just called the Homo sapiens color?
I want to say it's called the Homo sapiens colors. Let me see.
Oh, colors?
Let's see.
I'm getting hungry. My stomach is growling.
I'm not shocked. I said it was going to be a short one and it has not been.
It's not.
Oh, it's called the Homo sapiens Blizzard, actually. Oh, the Lava Color Collection. But Homo sapiens Blizzard, and then it's part of the Lava Color Collection, according to the Coles of London site. So yeah, thanks to Mark and Michael and some Reuben pizza. I'm not gonna get Audrey to get a Reuben pizza. She does not like corned beef, and I don't like coleslaw. Reuben pizza would be kind of weird. Get some. I don't want Thousand Island on a pizza. That sounds strange. 743 has 14 different nib options. That's pretty dope. I want to know what Wasky did to destroy his 823, and also why is he putting chemicals on an 823? From 7 to mid-50s, my handwriting was terrible. I mean terrible. Since discovering flex writing and Spencerian script, improve your handwriting beyond my wildest imagination. I bet that's because you're just thinking about what the shapes of letters are like, right? Just like you're practicing doing Spencerian and stuff, which is kind of precise and just makes like the rest of yours better too. 743 is a big custom 74. Oh, interesting. 912 is the number 10. 743 is the number 15s. He spilled cleaner and the 823 accidentally sat in it overnight. Hand sanitizer. Oh, he accidentally spilled hand sanitizer in his pin tray? Oh, no. Oh, cracking of the... I'm not shocked. The joint in your hometown that did a roast beef sauerkraut pizza. I actually liked him. Generally not a pizza person. Oh, Becky, not a pizza person. Well, more for me. Yeah. Oh, that's... I would cry for a long time if I spilled a bunch of hand sanitizer into my... Which is one of the reasons why, like, I don't want to go to a pen show right now, because hand sanitizer and materials that pens are made of don't always get along. 823 was the only one ruined. Yeah, I have where is it? It's actually back in my case here, but I have a Lamy Vista that I ruined by putting rubbing alcohol in it briefly. And
that's right. I remember that.
It is a little bit cracked on the inside. It is hazy. I've seen people actually melt the whole pen in just rubbing alcohol. So, like, be careful what you touch things with. But yeah, we're going to have to tell you about the pizza opinion. Oh, man. Look, she doesn't like pizza. That's cool. But beef and sauerkraut is kind of weird. Beef on a pizza is... I don't like ground beef on a pizza, but if we're getting into food talk already...
I didn't start it this time.
It wasn't you. Trying to do a fun time-lapse pen melting video? Ooh. Somebody want to donate me a pen, I will sacrifice it to some chemicals. I'm cool with that, but I don't want to melt any of mine. I'm too precious. Go for like a Neapolitan or something like that. I'm just not a fan of pepperoni. Oh, that's fine. Audrey doesn't get... We get two different pizzas because I like pepperoni. Yeah. She gets usually veggies, and I usually get pepperoni and something.
Meats and different cheeses. And...
Last week, though, I had that buffalo chicken pizza. Oh, let me tell you, buffalo chicken pizza is so good. So good. I mean, I'll put buffalo sauce on almost anything.
You do.
You put on a pizza? I'm into it. But, yeah. Oh, man, that thing with Wasky, that's what's a Neapolitan pizza? Neapolitan's just like... red, white, and green, right? So it's like marinara, mozzarella, and basil, I think, isn't it? Pizza Inn's hamburger pizza is Douai. Oh, I don't know about that. I only know it's kind of ice cream. Yeah. Bacon and diced tomatoes? That can't be right. Is that it? Oh, that's as a pizza topping? Yeah, that's really good. Put ranch dressing on a buffalo chicken pizza? Yeah, of course. Obviously. Replace it, but now has an extra 823 nib. Oh. Well, you can do all kinds of cool things with an 823 nib. If he wants to sell it, he'll find some buyers too, I imagine. But
posted. Took me forever. Posted.
It did take a little while.
So his phone is the bigger of these, and I can't. My hands don't fit it, and everything I typed was just wrong and infuriating.
Boom. 0 views. There you go. There's the new Visconti nib. What do you think of it as style-wise, Odd?
I mean, it's interesting, the line work.
Yeah. It's kind of spacey. Looks like a UFO to me.
Huh. Really?
It's got like a Flight of the Navigator vibe.
I don't
You were maybe too young for that.
But, I don't know.
I don't have any, like... I'm not going to make a solid argument for it, but it's got, like, I don't know. It's got a look to it, and I dig it. I think it looks good. It's definitely not... it doesn't look like any other nibs.
No, it does. Yeah, definitely doesn't.
It's got a different shape.
I like the crescent, like it has on the Conklin. Isn't it Conklin?
Oh, the crescent-shaped breather hole. Yeah, it does have that. You're right. I hadn't even noticed that until right now. Yeah. Yep, totally. I also like the way it curves down around the edge of the feed. The Caran d'Ache does that. Aurora does that a little bit. Aurora flares out much more over on these sides, but I like that it kind of curves around, kind of hugs the feed.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I really like that as a detail. Oh.
Yep.
I dig it. There's a margarita. Oh, maybe there's a margarita pizza.
I mean, there is a margarita pizza.
Oh, Neapolitan pizza just means classic Naples style. Doesn't refer to the toppings. Oh, I see. Spinach, feta, and pepperoni. Oh yeah, I'll mess with that. I get feta as a topping. If I can't get green olives, I get feta. That's a...
Yeah.
Mustard is a sauce. What is it? Oh, this is the Pizza Inn. Mustard is a sauce topped with cheese, bacon, onions, pickles, and other stuff. Been years since you made one. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, all right, I'd try that. A mustard sauce pizza? Never heard of it, but I give it a shot.
Yeah.
Like the nib, the pin bite doesn't do it for you. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's kind of like it's a chunky pen. It's not subtle.
No.
It's very different from a lot of other stuff that you'd be into, Becky.
Yep.
Does it look like a spaceship? Good. I'm glad it's not just me. Really nice looking lib. Doesn't really seem
Mike
to fit
does
this
want the
kanji
salty
branding.
toppings. Yeah.
I do. I'm just put some salt on it too. You know, my dad has cut salt out. My dad, who salted ham, has cut out salt. He says put enough salt on it so that it crunches. That's how you know it's got enough salt. He's cut out salt, so he's never going to watch this. But if he did, good job, Dad. He had slightly high blood pressure.
I was just going to say, yeah.
Well, it was just slightly high, and he's like doing that
Borderline
firefighter thing.
high, yeah.
And so they're like, well, you can't be a firefighter if you have high blood pressure. So he just cut out salt.
Wow, that's dedication
I'd be like,
there.
well, guess I'm not a firefighter. So...
I mean, he's not young either. So
No,
the
it's
fact
true.
that he's doing that,
Yeah.
oof, wow.
I know. 9 days. 9 days, and you're in Maui. Wow.
Jeez.
I mean, that sounds cool. Give a comment on the post so you don't feel bad. Oh, thanks. Salami and pepperoni. Yeah, I do salami and pepperoni. That's another one of my go-tos. Yep.
Have a good weekend, Claire.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Claire. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Did you learn that I need them salty toppings? I think everybody knew that. Late today with Made It. What's up, Feta? Welcome. You came just at the end. We were just talking about Feta. Jeez. Chicken bacon ranch, also solid. High blood pressure, yep, a little bit. Investigate some spice blends. Yeah, I'm gonna probably. I think it's a thing we might send him for like, I don't know, Christmas or something like that, because we got some good ones that were.
We always buy punzi. Like our spice cabinet is ridiculous.
Yeah, I was using that Justice one yesterday because it's a non-salt.
Yep.
I figured there's already enough salt and stuff. But it's
You like
good.
the mural flavor as well.
Yeah. I'm sure it was tough for him, but we got it.
And then, guy, we have another mod here still. Nice try.
Don't get crazy. Bijou will slap you down. There are no rules. There are rules. Would I do it wasn't me? Oh, because feta sounds like feta. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, there are rules. Look, the rules are don't be a jerk, but I think we'll be fine here. We've actually been doing pretty well in terms of like trolls and stuff. It's been nice.
Oh, don't jinx it.
Well, what are you gonna do? What are you doing? You're not doing anything now, but if
you're being here, which means you're modding.
That's right. You're holding the band hammer. So, let's see. We got some spice blends. Yep. Yeah, totally. Get some spice blends. Lay off the salt. I'm not doing that right now. Although I did. People will be proud of me. Probably a lot of people know that my long-term history of not going to a doctor has been broken.
Not for me. I go to the doctor all the time.
Yep, she does. She's good about that.
Not all the time. I shouldn't have said all the time.
True. Like
I
whenever
go
it's appropriate.
When it's
yeah. I probably haven't been to a doctor until a couple of weeks ago longer than we've been married.
Yeah, since we've been together. You've been sick before? But...
No, I went to the doctor one time when we first got together because I hurt my wrist playing soccer.
Oh, that's right.
That was the last time I went to the doctor.
VG. That's right.
That's the last one. Oh.
I forgot about that.
And then in Tennessee, I went to the psych place for my ADHD. But that's not, it's not like a full-on MD. That's a different thing.
It's a different thing.
But yeah, so I went to the doctor. No, I know, Sarah. So here's the thing. I decided to be a grown-up. And so I was gonna make an appointment a long time ago, and then COVID.
I don't have a doctor. I mean, who finds a doctor? And that was just another thing that.
I know. What did I do with my watch? I never put my watch back on after I. Anyway, psychs or MDs. I know, but it wasn't like a full workup or anything. It was just purely an ADHD thing.
They did testing with.
Oh yeah,
ADHD.
all kinds of stuff.
It wasn't testing your.
It wasn't a physical or anything.
Exactly.
It wasn't anything here down really. But yeah, so I COVID happened. I'm like, well, I don't want to go to a doctor now. Like people legit need to go to doctors. I'm fine. So I went to one, and he's like, yeah, probably a physical would be a good idea. You know, you're old, and we probably had a good baseline. So I had blood drawn yesterday. I got a bruise from getting blood drawn. I've got a physical next week. So next week they might be like, Mike, never touch salt again. Oh, they did tell me my blood pressure was perfect.
It wasn't, because I saw what it was, and to me that would be high.
But you're also like a different size and shape and
Just saying.
gender than me, so you know.
Just saying.
Look, all I'm saying is a doctor said that I was a peak physical specimen.
Is that right?
As far as he could tell.
Just like our president.
As far as he could tell.
Perfect
nothing wrong
specimen.
with me. And I was like, yeah, well, it hurts when I do this, and yeah, but whatever.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, I went to. You want to wash your hands? Take it off then. Oh.
That your watch.
Oh no, I didn't. It was when I got out of the shower. I just never put it back on. So I've lost.
I am a doctor too. It's true.
She is. She's and she's the one that's like, go to the doctor, and so I'm like, okay.
Constantly.
I know.
I'm on the verge of getting shaky, so I'm gonna have to go eat something.
Okay, folks.
I'm sorry. It just sort of hit me. I'm like, I'm warm, and I don't know. I'm just.
Yeah. Well, it is 77 in here. It's actually kind of cool for my office. So.
Carol, it was not 70. I'll tell you that, because the diastolic is more important than the systolic was fine.
I won't anymore.
We're not. This is a HIPAA violation. We're not going to talk about it. But
it's not unless somebody. Well, it's not unless you do it, or actually, not unless my doctor gave it out. I think like they said, my blood pressure was good for a person my size and age and shape, and
it was 120 over 88.
Mine?
Yeah.
How do you remember that?
Because I saw it on the sheet, and I remember things.
Well.
And I said 88 is not 80. That is not the same. That is to me elevated, but.
Well, so last time I went to the doctor, they were pediatricians. That too long? No, it wasn't that bad. I can't violate my own.
Well, I said it, so. Yeah.
No, but look, I will be going to a doctor regularly now. Like
so get that ED under control.
I mean, you know, they said it was good. I'm not gonna call my doctor a liar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm you know, bad things happen. Look, I know. Borderline high. Well, what are you gonna do?
See?
Yeah. I mean,
the doctor is in. Doctor's telling you what's
also,
up.
my pulse is abnormally fast, and like things like that.
So
like nerves.
I do have a faster pulse. Not, I mean, it gets higher when I'm at the doctor. I have the white coat syndrome. So
we try to give blood. You're like freaking out about your pulse, and so your pulse goes higher.
Exactly, that's what it is. It's not giving blood.
Yeah.
I've given it many times. It doesn't. It's fine, but one time it was too high, and then it freaked me out of always being too high, and then after that it just screwed me up for life.
Yeah, right. So like when they took my pulse, it was high. I'm like, yeah, my resting pulse is like 60 or lower.
Mine is not that.
So
I will say, and I work out hard. It doesn't go down that much for me though.
Look, we've both been working out. I've lost several pounds. You know, it's good. I think Audrey sassing me in front of friends is overall chaotic good. I like it. Yeah, I married her because she's... Holy crap, Greg, thank you so much. That's our pizza for tonight.
Oh my god.
Thanks for the
super
chat,
That's for you,
man.
though. I was looking in the wrong spot. I was looking at the red. There you go. That's for you, Greg.
Oh, yeah.
No, I looked in the right spot the second time.
Good. You found your lost pounds? Well, I found a bunch of them too during the quarantine times, but
well, you've been better last week or two. You've lost a few, so
I have. I've been getting back to the exercising. I feel like
Greg says, "Get it over the 90 mark."
Yeah,
gotta have goals.
Gotta have goals. Got a family condition where the aorta fails. Watch it learn.
Wow.
Cool. Yeah, I don't have any. There's no real family history of any of that stuff for me.
Mike's family stays a long time. They are old.
Yeah,
folks.
The only exception is like my maternal grandfather died young, but
that's right.
That was
one out of all the other ones.
All the rest of them were like
time.
Upper 90s, 80s. I think one of my grandmothers died in her 80s maybe, but the rest of them were in the 90s. Yeah. My grandfather like earned his health conditions, a lot of it. So
he was also in the wars and things. I mean, it was a different time.
Huge smoker and drinker, and
it was the sign of the times,
Yeah, but no, otherwise I'm fine. I don't have any things that I'm aware of. Maybe next week they'll be like, Mike, you're broken?
Yep.
Here's a list of things that's broken on you. So we'll see how it goes.
You got to find out what's wrong to fix things.
That's true. So next week I'll be able to tell you what's broken on me to some extent. We eat differently than our previous generations. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
You mean they didn't have Pizza Friday every week?
See, that's the thing, Eric. I don't really worry about it. I started doing like more working out because I felt like it was kind of better for my mental health. Like,
yeah.
I was, it was like a real up and down week the last couple of weeks. I'm like, I got to get back into a routine.
And it helps with sleep and things like that too. And
Yeah.
working out lots of people have said to me, "Oh, Audrey, you look like more energized and all this."
You are. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
all that, sleeping better, even if you don't always make the best choices in eating, still getting out and working, doing something, and just moving around is gonna be better.
So I've been hitting the old elliptical pretty hard and that sort of thing. So I was like, sleep helps. I don't sleep enough, I think.
He does not.
I also hate sleep. I don't know. Even though like TV is great for stress.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been. My watch has been telling me, hey, you're doing
more. Yeah.
Doing good. So I got up at 7:30 yesterday, and I was like so productive before noon. Yeah, because I had to go through blood drawing, but I was so productive yesterday. Holy crap! I don't want to get up at 7:30 every day, but maybe.
See, Mike has to have coffee. He gets very angry in the morning.
I didn't have coffee until quite a bit later because I didn't want to.
Yeah. So it was interesting. I'm always up in the mornings, not talking to anyone. So it was nice to be able to chat and do whatever I wanted in the morning.
And that's actually enough incentive. If I knew that you hated being quiet.
Oh no, it doesn't matter. It's actually worse in the winter when it's dark and
yeah, it's tough.
Yeah. So in the summer and the fall and late or early spring, it's fine.
I don't know what kind of phone you have, Bijou, but like the latest iPhone stuff, you can set bedtimes.
Mm-hmm.
And I started doing that, and so it has like, you tell it how much sleep you want, and like when you have to get up or whatever, and it'll start doing stuff to your phone screen. Like, I think it does some color stuff, but it also will sort of make it harder for you to open up your phone after your bedtime. It'll be like, hey, it's time for you to think about going to bed. And then in order to open up your phone, you have to dismiss a thing that's like, hey, go to bed, man. And you have to dismiss a thing, and there's all that kind of stuff. And it sort of like wakes you up gentle.
There's playing down here. You see it. Up there's dog tail.
100%. Yeah, I can't show it, but I love coffee so much. Your ortho will let you have coffee in the mornings of surgery now, so at least there's no milk in it. Yeah, I don't do milk in it anyway, but yeah, gamifying is good. You have an app where you get a completion percentage more days in a row you do a thing. Yeah, like a habit tracker sort of thing.
There you go. Yeah.
What's it called? Because I've thought about those a couple of times. Like you put in a habit you want to do, and then when you do it, you can kind of check in and it'll like give you points and stuff. Yeah.
I mean, that's good for the competitive nature of people.
Yeah, you've got that for sure.
Oh my gosh, I do. And that's why I said I can't go back from my Apple Watch because it does motivate me to just get up and not just sit there and, I'm going to see how many calories somebody else has, or am I almost at my move goal today? Things like that.
50 and 40s, you ignore your blood pressure going higher. Now you're in high blood pressure issues. Take this seriously, please. I'm gonna try. If they tell me there's things wrong with me, I'll be checking it out. Habitica. Oh, that's cool. Oh, both of y'all said that at the same time.
Yeah. Oh, I for some reason I was just seeing. I'm like, I just typed it twice or something.
Yeah, we haven't gotten it from Sarah yet, but Beth and Kimberly both are saying Habitica. I need to write that down, or I'm gonna immediately forget it.
And now we're gonna go because I'm shaky. I'm very hungry. And blood sugar is dropping.
I'll check it out.
But thank you for your suggestions. And thank you to Greg
Would you like a
for our
peanut?
pizza. I will. Thank you.
Yeah. I think it was just called Habits. I want to say that's the one I've heard about because it was one of those things just like it's really on the nose. But, it gets the job done. And Habits.
That is bad for headaches, Christine. You're right.
What's that?
True.
Salt?
Not eating.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So let's go do that.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for hanging out.
Have a great
Thank
weekend.
you very much for the super chat that'll buy us some pizza tonight. And next week I'll give a report on
and when we're
how
eating,
broke my
I
insides
will
are.
Say, thanks, Greg.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. You guys look great. Well, she does.
I'm wearing sweatpants right now, but thank you.
Yeah, I mean, check the pic on email. Thanks to you both. We'll do. Have a good weekend. We'll try.
Yeah, enjoy the rainy. Yeah,
Is it gonna rain?
I think so.
I bet it's that hurricane kicking stuff our direction.
This somebody I work with always checks the weather. I never do, so I always ask, "What's it supposed to be like this weekend?"
Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, all rain.
Yeah, that's what she said.
All rain. Not a lot of rain, just constant. So we'll see how it goes. It's not gonna be too bad. It'll be fine. Good weekend to stay inside.
Like, subscribe, pizza.
Like, subscribe, pizza, tell a friend. Because, I think like bumps in subscriptions and that sort of thing will help push the channel, like just stuff on the channel into more people's faces. It'll be like suggested more and all that kind of thing. So yeah, liking and subscribing
and
is
somebody
really good.
made a good point. I read it, but I didn't actually say it. They're like, I remember I've been going to these for a really long time, and there's more than double than there used to be and people coming by. So yes, we do realize that there are more people coming on Fridays, and we appreciate having more voices,
Yeah, it's totally cool. I really like that a lot. So since some rain here in Colorado, fires and smoke are bad. Yeah, definitely. You'll need some of that. Check out the Time Cap app. All right, I'll check that out too.
Look at that. Look at all these suggestions here.
So many suggestions. Time Cap. There's also one that I heard about for focus that's supposed to be pretty good, where you tell it, like, I need to focus on this task for, like, 15 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
And it kind of gives you, like, a timer and these kind of things, and, like...
There's things where you can't open your phone for that amount of time.
Yeah, it does some of that, and also it'll, like it'll let you know when you're done. It gives you, like, some... choking on peanuts. It lets you kind of, like... I don't know, it has some stuff that, like, helps you focus.
It has stuff. Okay,
is,
cool. That's a really good...
It's got stuff, and I don't remember the name of the app. Bye, everybody. All right. Think about what you put out in the world. Make it a better place. And say goodbye, Audrey.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great one. I mean it. I do. I mean it. I know it sort of sounded sarcastic, but I did not want you to have a good weekend, even if it's going to rain.
That app is called Adderall? Yeah. I need to get some more of that.
And stay safe.
2020 in a forest. I love forest. All right. We'll see y'all later. And
say goodbye, Mike.
Goodbye, Mike.
Yay.
Peeking.